Hi everyone, I am Praveen, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Information Technology, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. So today's topic is what are the benefits of cloud computing? So let us see. Benefits of cloud computing starts from the scalability and flexibility. So, cloud computing allows companies to start with a small deployment of clouds and expand reasonably rapidly and efficiently. Scaling back can also be done quickly if the situation demands it. It allows companies to add extra resources when needed, which enables them to satisfy growing customer demands. So here the scalability and flexibility speaks about the amount of the cloud resources that can be scaled, that can be expanded depending on the requirement of the user, right? And that can be scaled back after the usage of the resources. It need to be shrink according to the usage of the user of the cloud resources. According to, we can say that uh, means these things need to be enabled to satisfy the growing customer demands. And next, let us talk about reliability, where the services using multiple redundant sites support business continuity and disaster recovery. Is all about reliability. It means we need to have the idea of the services that are being used on the redundant sites and for the recovery of the data during the disaster management. Next one is the maintenance, where the cloud service providers themselves conduct system maintenance. So one of the important point in the benefits of the cloud computing is that the cloud service providers themselves conduct system maintenance. So no extra intervention of any system administrator is being involved into this one, and no extra burden or cost is being uh, given to the uh, customer while using the cloud environment. Next is the mobile accessibility. So cloud computing also supports mobile accessibility to a high degree. So the cloud computing also supports mobile, means you can on the mobile, on the move also you can make use of the cloud resources, irrespective of the device what you're working on, whether laptop, mobile, palm top, or the tablet, anything, right? So irrespective of the device you are using, you can use it on the mobile to a higher degree. Next one is the cost saving. So by using cloud computing, companies can significantly reduce both their capital and operational expenditure when it comes to expanding their computing capabilities. So by using the cloud computing, you can significantly reduce the capital and operational expenditure, because as you are onto the cloud, no need to invest on the hardware and the infrastructure, and the place where you need to put up all this infrastructure and having the network connections being given, providing the security to the place where you are putting on this one. So this expenditure will be uh, leverage. You won't be having any sort of this expenditure. Only what you'll have is the operational expenditure when it comes to expanding their computing capabilities. So when you're working on this environment, so according to the usage of the resources, the computing resources being allocated will be expanded or shrink according to the operational expenditure being given on that particular resource. Next, the examples mentioned above are just the tip of the iceberg. So cloud computing has so many users that it seems almost impossible to count them all. So every company can find a use for cloud service one way or other. And let us say what are the other advantages or the examples what we'll be looking into, or the benefits of the cloud computing. So always on and available storage. Once again, the cloud provides an easy way to hold all your necessary data. You can rent cloud storage at a low price and scale it according to your demands. So you no longer have to use an external hard drive or build an in-house data center. So as the meaning says that always on available storage. So the cloud resources will be always provisioned according to the requirement of the user, according to the demand of the user, and you can rent the cloud storage at a low price. So you have the various cloud service providers. You can select best among that one according to your application, your business need, and you need to rent the resource what you're looking for at a nominal or low price, and you can expand it according to your demands. If the number of customers to your business are increasing, then you have the provision of increasing the resource what you're looking for, and you no longer have to pay an extra hard drive, right? You no need to pay anything for the storage or build an in-house data center. So no need to build any server or storage for your application to be stored in the data center. Next is the disaster recovery solutions, where you need data protection when catastrophic strikes. So you have even the disaster recovery solutions being provisioned by the cloud computing or the cloud service providers. So preventing as much data loss as possible is critical regarding to time, money, and efficiency. So cloud provides as much faster and cost effective disaster recovery than traditional solutions could ever offer. So here the interesting thing is the disaster recovery solutions, whether some damage occurs, hardware failure occurs, right? The theft happens, or cyclone effects, right? Even any sort of catastrophic strikes, right? You have the solution with the cloud, so that the data can be easily recovered much faster in a cost effective way. Okay. And the next one is cost savings. So you no longer need to buy a ton of external hard drives to keep your critical information. Companies can save up to 43% annually by migrating virtualized operating system instances in the cloud. So instead of purchasing the tons of hard disks and external drives for the storing your business data, the cloud service providers come up with a better solution for the companies for saving their annual budget around 43% by making use of the virtualized operating system instances in the cloud. And next is the cloud service providers that utilize a pay as you go model are especially useful, since you will never have to spend money on services that you are not using. So you will be charged only for the services what you are looking into and what you are making use of. And at the end of each month, or according to the service level agreement you have made with your cloud service provider, you will be charged for the services what you have utilized and none other than else. Next is consistent updates. So the software is continuously being improved to increase security, efficiency, speed, capability, and reliability. And updated hardware would require you purchasing a new device to enjoy the recent improvements. So software updates are consistent and usually don't need any extra cost. So if you look into this point, consistent updates. So if you compare the cloud model with the conventional model, then you can easily understand the hardware or the resources what you have purchased for today in order to make your projects or business happen are the confined resources, and there may be a chance of getting the updates and there may be the chance of not getting the updates also, and the upgradation of the resources even not possible. So the hardware and the software what you have procured are confined only to that setup in order to make your task happen. But when you're working on the cloud, when you are looking into the cloud solution, the benefit what you'll get here is you'll have the frequent upgradation of the hardware will happen, the software will happen according to the software being taken into consideration. The hardware resources will be provisioned for where you won't be cost much at all. Only for the resources what you're using, you're going to get cost of that resource. Next is the business continuity, where ensuring the business operability in case of disaster is a significant challenge for most organizations. So when the disaster happens, then your business continuity at that point of time is going to affect a lot. So the downtime can cost you more than implementing a backup and disaster recovery solution. So the cloud offers the disaster recovery and business continuity solutions, where you can rely on it to keep your data and applications active even the physical disaster strikes happen to your business also. So you have the effects of very less effects of the disaster in terms of the cloud. And you have the opportunity to, the next point is improved collaboration, right? So what do you mean by this improved collaboration? People can work together more efficiently and effectively than ever before. Who needs to book a conference room or take an international flight when large group of people from all over the world can merely meet over a Skype call? So nobody needs to print out copies of the latest reports, okay, and you can all access it from the cloud. So you have the provision of the collaboration when you are working on a project, irrespective of the location. As you being in a national international company with a different location across the world, whether you are in India or in China, Australia, Ireland, Brazil, or America, right? Every employee have the same access to the relevant information or the project space what you are looking for with the help of the cloud technology. And you can utilize the cloud solution by merely opening your phone, right? You can make use the resources even with the help of your phone at very convenient way, right? And the next one is the data security, where you can keep your data secure and make sure that it does not fall into the wrong hands. So you have the provision of keeping your data securely and in such a way that it will not fall into some other hands. So cloud backups are an ideal solutions to ensure business continuity and always on availability of your files. So even you must beware of internal attacks apart from that of the outsiders who are trying to hack the resources. So even for all these things, the cloud service, cloud technology is providing a good data security solution. So this is about the benefits of cloud computing. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.